Overstimulation. It's everywhere. The city creates so many appeals, so many temptations that no matter how hard you try to resist it, you will inevitably fall victim to at least a dozen of things you don't need. I used to hate living in a small town, but now I'm starting to realize why it seems like an option for someone out there. Everyone has goals and ambitions in this city, but the environment makes it much harder to pursue them. And it's not even about the competition, but the distractions all around you. The rush and the noise. There is so much noise that it's so easy to lose yourself in it. Focus on the wrong things, become a part of the wrong circle of people, and waste days, months, and years.
Do you know how in my previous few videos I was going on about me being 18, not caring about anything, just living day by day, sleeping for 3 hours, going clubbing every night, and saying, oh my god, I don't need any goals, I don't need any ambitions, I'm young, I'm free, whatever. Well, I have kind of grown to realize that maybe I need a routine. And I know that previously I made a video about hating the routine, about the fact that you don't need it, but understandably so, I was living in a small town at that time, so I really wanted something special and something interesting to happen to me. But now that I've experienced so many things, I feel like I kind of need a routine. And maybe in the end, it is fair to say that humans are creatures of habit. Sitting at my 9 a.m. lecture on Tuesday, my friend would ask me, oh, what did you get up to last night? And I would be like, oh, I just went clubbing, on Monday night, slept for like 2 hours, but I'm fine, I'm good, once in a while, which meant 4 times a week, to sleep 3 hours is okay, it's okay for you, it's okay for your body. And then my friend would be so surprised and I could never understand why, why are you surprised? I'm at uni, I'm 18. Spontaneity brings me excitement. This is the thing that makes me most excited, to do something out of the ordinary, to break out of a routine. But if we think about it, spontaneity cannot exist when every day you make random decisions, when every day you decide to do something out of the ordinary, because in this case, spontaneity becomes a part of the routine. Spontaneity becomes mundanity, and there is no spontaneity anymore. So where should my excitement come from? Where should I get my elevated feelings from? I'm starting to get it. I'm really starting to get the appeal of parks. Because when I lived in a small town, I would go to the park and I would look at it as a part of my work. Okay, today I have to go to the park in order to film. Okay, today I have to go to the park in order to see a friend. But I never went to the park because I really wanted to go to the park. And I never could get the concept of reconnecting with nature. What the hell does that mean? I live amongst the nature. Now, 3 months into intense living in central London, I get it. I get the appeal. I get the beauty of the parks. I get the fresh air thing. I get looking at the trees, looking at the sky. I did not even take my headphones with me today, and I always take them when I film with me. You know why? Because I'm tired of overstimulation. And I started reading again, which is amazing. I'm becoming a boring person again, but this makes me feel good.
Life in the city is all about building yourself and finding out who you really are. Goals are secondary. People move here to express themselves and to experiment, have new experiences constantly, waste their time not liking 90% of those experiences, and by gradually narrowing down the options, being able to eventually say, this is what I like, and this is who I am. Who am I? Of course, we all ponder this question from time to time. And even in times when I'm certain that I know exactly who I am and what I'm doing, I start to question how much of these traits, ideas, and beliefs and behaviors truly belong to me. Because the truth is, we see the examples to follow or the things to confront every day. By interacting with so many diverse people on a daily basis, which is an integral part of a city life, we can't help but admire something in them or despise something about them. As a result, without being aware of it yourself, you are most likely just copying others, stealing from them, or opposing something you don't like about the people you meet by behaving the opposite way, which in its own way is still stealing. So how can you be sure that you're an individual, that there is only one version of you that exists out there? Are you sure you're not just a reflection of the things you admired or detested in others? Where is the real you?
Let's think about creativity and where it comes from. In order to be creative, you need two things in your life: experiences and reflecting on those experiences. And living in the city, I've obviously had such a diverse range of experiences and new things happening to me. But did I ever have time to reflect on those experiences? No, because I simply did not prioritize it. I wanted something new to happen to me every day, which is understandable because I used to live in a small town for the past 2 years of my life, so I was really bored out of my mind. But without reflecting, I kind of blocked my mind from learning, from applying those lessons that I've learned from other people onto my own life. And I have realized recently that I've just been copying others, copying the things that I liked, or opposing the things that I didn't like about them. But in doing so, I kind of lost touch with myself because I stopped doing the things that I personally liked, and I only prioritized new experiences instead of honing the already existing skills that I have. My normal day would look something like this: go to the lecture, come back home, cook dinner, and oh my god, no, oh, it's time to go to the club, or oh my god, no, it's time to go to the bar. I would never prioritize doing slow things and the things that I'm good at, like playing the piano or reading books. Yes, I'm good at reading. Oh my god, can you imagine? Who's bad at reading? I don't really know. The thing about playing the piano, when I play, I am just a completely different person. The thoughts just come into my head and I can realize so many things. So yeah, it is time to learn something new on the piano, and it is time to become a boring person again. Lock in, study, work, no clubbing ever again. Oh my god. Check up on me in like 2 weeks.
Please do not judge me too harshly. It is only the first week of me learning this piece, and oh my god, I love Chopin. He is so good. This is so relaxing. It's gonna get better, I promise. I'm currently facing one major issue. I can't keep up a conversation. My social battery is simply dead. They have sports nights at the pub right across the road from where I live. And if you don't know what it is, it's just like all of the people who do sports gather in one pub and they just chat there. I don't do any sports, but I still go there. And I've been going to those nights regularly. And recently I realized that I can't. No matter how interesting the person is, I just don't know what to talk about. And I'm just too reluctant to make a response. So it got me thinking, wow, I am really tired. Like, I'm really exhausted of being social. So I started going on like solo dates or just doing things by myself, spending more time with myself. And oh my God, today was such a beautiful day. I went to film and then I went to sit at that cute cafe by myself and I sat there and I people watched from the window. It was amazing. It was the new area and I love exploring new areas in London, the areas which are not creepy. I ordered pizza with garlic oil and it was just amazing. I sat there and I had an epiphany. I just realized something very important, which I'm not going to talk about yet. And when I realized this thing, it made me feel so content with my own company. It made me feel so happy that as I was walking home, I was wearing my headphones and I was just singing to myself. I was not like a crazy person singing like so loud on the street that everyone had to turn to look what the fuck is happening. I was like quietly singing to myself. But I have just realized how much freedom it gives you to live in a city. Like you can do whatever you want and nobody's looking at you. And I just remembered this feeling of freedom that I first felt when I moved here. And it brought me back to the memories from September this year when I first moved into uni. And I suddenly remembered how every day, and I'm not kidding, every day I would go to bed with a smile on my face and I was so thrilled. Like my heart was pumping and I was so excited for the next day because I didn't know what was waiting for me. I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen tomorrow? I'm going to meet this person or that person. Anything could happen. Oh my God, I might meet some celebrity and they might think, oh my God, do you have a camera? Oh, what are you doing? And then they might just give me a job. You know, like anything could happen. And I had never had that before. Like going to bed with a smile on my face. I know that sounds so creepy, but that was exactly what was happening. I just thought, why did I forget that I was once in this state? Because right now I am in this like neutral state. I don't feel anything, like neither happiness nor sadness. But also like I forgot about those memories as if they had never existed. And now that I've remembered about it, I was like, wow, I was really happy once. I was like on top of the world. Why did I forget? Why do we forget happy memories? And why do we then complain about our current reality? And why do we then say that everything has always been bad? Our brain is so clever in convincing us that everything is bad that it just erases all of the good stuff from your head. And then you feel like it never happened, you know? You feel like, oh my God, my life has always been this miserable piece of shit. But then once you remember memories like this, you're like, wait, no. My life was good once. My life was perfect once. And so it means I can make it good again, can I? And yes, I can. So I'm just going to continue doing these activities by myself and live in a slow pace of life because I feel like that's what I need. Not going to the pub, not going to the club, no. Just like playing the piano, taking my time, reading the books, because this makes me joyful. I love my own company. I love walking on the street and singing to myself. I love dancing in my room. I love being a creep. At this point, this channel is a podcast. This channel actually is a podcast. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'll see you next week, maybe. I hope I don't catch a depressive episode or whatever. If I don't, I'll see you next week. Bye. I'm gonna disappear in 3, 2, 1.